Goddard will handle the refereeing for this fight. He'll also handle the heavyweight main event. Red De La Cruz in the building. Thank you, Red. Umar Nurmagomedov returning for the first time since a knockout of Raoni Barcelos in January of 2023. Nurmagomedov is in white. Алмахан counters in blue.
And what a knockout that was, John. Nurmagomedov even jumped in the air. I think it was a flying knee attempt. That didn't connect. A right hand didn't connect, but the left hook did. Put him to sleep.
There are myriad reasons why Umar Nurmagomedov is one of the more avoided guys in this bantamweight division, as Алмахан lands a body kick. When we asked him about it, he said, we're training like robots.
Oh! Wow! Алмахан landed a nasty left hand, a right hand. Umar's on a single leg, but he's on that single leg because he was rocked bad.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful finish, though. Oh, man, did you see the finish? That was nasty. Did you see that finish?
That's why you got to be well-rounded like this and have that kind of ability, because other people, this fight could have been over there. He was rocked badly.
When I say finish, I mean finish on the single leg.
No, I know.
Right? He's down on the single leg. He goes into the middle, what we call an Iranian. You usually will pick an opponent up on your shoulders, but instead, he just peeked his head out to the opposite side, and it sat Алмахан down. Now, look, Nurmagomedov is still trying to shake off the cobwebs here. But trust me when I tell you this, he won't play the striking game with Алмахан again after what just happened.
He almost paid the ultimate price. I said it a second ago. You know, I mean, it's a courageous move of Umar Nurmagomedov to take this opponent. He's doing big things, 16-0, closing in on a title fight, takes on the newcomer with a massive reputation outside of the UFC. You could blow it all, and he almost did. But now it's time to get back in the driver's seat.
Алмахан expected this fight would go the distance. He certainly expected Nurmagomedov to wrestle, getting a heavy dose of that here 2 minutes in.
And I think that's the, you know, you expect him to wrestle, but I think the wrestling comes in part due to his ultimate respect. After Алмахан could do what Алмахан just did, you respect him enough to play the safe game now if you're Umar Nurmagomedov.
Well, when we spoke to Umar this week, he's just locked in, and it's just second nature. If he's rocked, he goes for a takedown, because he said, we dominate in everything we do. We're not being cocky about that. He said, we're not out partying, we're not socializing. He said, we just train like robots. We do what we are told, we train like crazy, and you can see the results in that. He gets clipped with a shot, instant reaction, boom, grab a single leg, put him down. There's no thought process involved.
7 career wins by submission for Umar Nurmagomedov. The last 6 have come by rear naked choke. Working off the back here. About 2 minutes to go, round 1.
Yeah, for Алмахан, I mean, he's in a pretty bad position. It's a body triangle.
Yep.
Nurmagomedov needs to get that right leg past. Oh, he's opened it now. That was an opportunity for Алмахан to escape.
Well, he's trying to hook his arm with his right leg. He's trying to hook the right leg, the arm with his leg, to try to stop Алмахан from fighting with his right arm. Алмakhan's doing a really good job of wrist fighting from his back. Now, what he needs to do is change the position. He can't be flat over the top of Umar Nurmagomedov. He's got to find a way to slide off to one side and then start to try to rotate back into Nurmagomedov.
A second ago, Nurmagomedov had his feet crossed, which is a big no-no. There's actually a submission available to Алмахан. Very, very basic one as well.
He's trying to hook the arm there.
Yeah. Nicely done.
In this position here, generally you get an underhook, and you're able to kind of hike that thing up and get away from your opponent. But right now what Nurmagomedov is doing is creating so much pressure down that even though Алмахан has the underhook, he cannot move. You know, I saw a quote this week from Dana that said Dustin Poirier said he was freaking out because of the way Khabib was holding him down.
Yes.
That strength, right? It's something that these guys do in their grappling that really does give their opponents issues.
Oh, nice elbow from Nurmagomedov.
Алмахан needs to take some chances. He's got to get his feet on the hips to try to push Nurmagomedov off of him. Nurmagomedov is far too comfortable operating inside of his guard like this.
There's another big elbow. 20 seconds. If I'm Алмахан, I'm going to try and tie him up now. The round's over. Reset in the second. Look for that big right hand again.
Nice short elbow there by Nurmagomedov late in the round.
Ooh.
All mixed martial arts rounds begin on the feet. We'll get to round 2 after this.
Нормально? Нормально?
This is good.
Молодец. Стой.
You did a good job.
Құлаған кезде жүгірмей-ақ қойшы, естің бе? Дистанцияда жақсы.
Keep the distance, you know. When you're gonna hurt him, you know, don't run into him. How's your hands?
Осы дистанцияда істей бер.
Keep the distance, keep your distance.
Дистанцияда істей, естің бе? Дистанцияда. Түсің бе?
Everything's well. Keep doing your things right.
Work everything. Don't rush nothing, but just work everything, okay? But I want him on the ground again.
Use your jab as a tip.
Saturday, March 16th, Tai Tuivasa locks up with Marcin Tybura in a high-stakes matchup of ranked heavyweights from this same venue, the UFC Apex 6-fight main card. Hits at 7 p.m. Eastern. That is 2 weeks from tonight, after next week's card in Miami, Florida. All right, round 2.
So the corner of Алмахан saying, stay away from him. No, it's not that easy. They're like, just stay away, just stay away.
Especially if he hurts him, right? They say when you hurt him, don't rush. Because that's what kind of got him into trouble last time. He rushed thinking he was on the verge of a finish. But I don't know if I agree. I think that he didn't recognize how hurt he had him. And so he got close to him, and he ended up getting his leg caught.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure, but they're just talking about the fear of the takedown, because obviously he got taken down, and then that was it. He didn't get back up. He did nothing offensively. Nice kick from Nurmagomedov. Feints the level change there. Tell you what, though, Алмахан is dangerous on the feet.
He throws hard.
Yeah.
Алмахан throws hard.
He's got Nurmagomedov on notice again. Oh, see, that was perfect.
That was nice.
That was just to set up the takedown. That was executed perfectly.
And into the crackdown position, got to the high crotch, cracked him down to his hip, started to force his pressure off to his left, and now he's into the half guard.
We're going to run back that knockdown from round 1 in case any of you missed it. Here was the early shot from Алмахан.
He hurt him bad. He caught him on the temple.
But how about the recoverability and the wherewithal by Nurmagomedov to immediately get his head back in the fight?
Look at that finish, John. Watch here. Oh, man, he turned it off.
These dudes. DC's devastated.
These dudes don't want to show the takedown.
I want to watch slow motion takedowns that I've seen before.
I love wrestling, man.
So, Daniel, if you are Алмахан here, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get to my hip, right? Like right there. He's got the right underhook. I'm trying to get to my left hip. But what he's doing is allowing Nurmagomedov to control the near side.
Nice. That's good work.
He elevated into him. That was just an explosion.
Takes top. Oh!
Great job by Алмахан exploding.
Very good job. Touch and go on whether or not that was a legal kick. I mean, that was risky.
Sometimes you got to just get desperate. Here's the deal. When you do those big explosions, they generally will work. But how many times? Again, look at that. High crotch, sit him back down to his hip.
Алмахан didn't find the takedown with urgency there. He didn't try and throw him off. Didn't try and use a whizzer. But right now he's flat on his back. He's got to get up again.
Well, he's got to do something.
Got to get up.
Now he's got to do something technically sound, because if he tries to explode again, now that Nurmagomedov has felt it, he's going to be ready for it.
Now Nurmagomedov is in mount. 2 minutes left on the clock. He's going to gift wrap him up, chip away with elbows.
And I think he tried to explode again. But I think this is where the opponents get discouraged, because Алмахан had a moment in the first round. But then Nurmagomedov got a takedown, and he just continues to build in the cardio and the pace and the pressure.
Yeah, he's building now.
Yeah.
He's building now.
Oh, Umar really opening up here.
Oh, look at this, though. I mean, that's incredible from Алмахан. Got to respect that. Taking massive blows.
Yep.
Just gets up.
Алмахан's got to let his hands go. Yeah, he can't wait. He cannot wait. The moment he stops and waits, Nurmagomedov is going to shoot on it.
That's a quick shot, man.
That's lightning.
Almakhan's going to have to be a little desperate now when he gets to his feet, because he has to recognize that the moment he stops moving, Nurmagomedov's shot is coming. And he cannot defend it. Now, the one thing Umar needs to do from this top position, because he's gotten there a couple times, is he's got to get his hips down so that Almakhan does not have the ability to bridge up into him.
Oh, these are big ground strikes. Under a minute to go, round two.
They really are, and I think we've got to give Алмахан a lot of credit here.
Yeah.
For being able to make this fight so exciting, almost being finished on a couple of occasions, getting back to the feet, turning it around and forcing Nurmagomedov to have to take him down again. And as I said that, almost back up again.
Yeah, but now I don't know that him just bucking up into him is going to be what gets him off the bottom. He's going to have to collect the wrist. He's going to have to get to a hip. But watching this, right, John, watching a guy in Алмахан who is bold and who's brave and he stepped up, but watching how he starts to get overwhelmed tells you why the guys in front of Nurmagomedov don't want to fight.
Sure. Very fair. Алмахан, game as hell, but all Umar Nurmagomedov when it comes to the ground game. Round three coming up.
Sit down. Sit down. Put some ice on it. Okay, listen. How you feel?
Good.
Okay. I want father's plan, all right?
Yes.
Nothing but father's plan, all right? You got it? You did beautiful that round. Can you give me the same thing again? Yes, you can, right? We're going to do the same thing, okay? His only chance is stand up. We don't give him that, okay? We don't give him that. We keep our distance. We look for the takedowns. We take them down.
Давай, Бека, давай, сейчас, бас, соңғы раунд, давай. Давай, 5 раунд, давай.
5 minutes.
Стойкада қорғап сені, стойкада жиналып ұра берсең.
You're gonna hurt him on the feet.
Жеппен десантыда жүрсе, ол саған жақындағыңды тықшы. Түсдің бе?
Keep your distance. When you're closer, use your right hand.
Давай, бисмилля, давай, кет.
Let's go.
Кет, бисмилля, давай.
Stand back, Umar. Stand back. Stand back. Hold it there.
We are just 2 days away from the launch of a new ESPN MMA show. Daniel Cormier, Chael Sonnen, Good Guy, Bad Guy. Watch on YouTube, ESPN2, E+, and listen wherever you get your podcasts. DC and Chael, it all begins this Monday. Don't miss it. So Bekzat Алмахан, in all likelihood, would have been featured on Dana White's Contender Series this summer, stepping up and facing Umar Nurmagomedov. We'll see how he handles this third and final round.
And listen, he's got to be proud of himself. Umar Nurmagomedov, of course, with that last name, the undefeated record, closing in on a title fight. You take this man on your UFC debut, you make it to round 3, and you're making it an interesting fight as well.
Yeah. Strike to the body lands for Алмахан. Javier Mendez between rounds does not want to engage in this realm at all.
Yep, he said, listen, take him down. He's dangerous on the feet. The path of least resistance.
And Umar acknowledged as much in our fighter meeting, right? He said, it's MMA. I'm going to fight him where I'm better. Level change incoming.
There it is.
Crack down again. I mean, just every time he gets to the head outside single leg, he just moves his feet to set Алмахан down. Almakhan's got an overtie to try to keep him in place.
You see that, Nurmagomedov tying his personal best, 5 takedowns secured thus far. Couple strong elbows there from Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, they're nasty little elbows. They don't look like much. They will cut you wide open. They will sting you. They will concuss you. Oh, that was a good one.
So an early momentary scare for Umar Nurmagomedov tonight as a minus 1,200 favorite, but he has handled things exceedingly well since.
Oh, they're big, clubbing left hands from Nurmagomedov.
Алмахан trying to leverage a hip, unable to do
That's
so.
a good idea. That's what he's got to do. Do that and then try and pull his right leg out, get back to his feet, build the base, get on your hand or your wrist to post, start working your way up.
You see how Nurmagomedov splits his legs. It only gives you one out. It's to go to your knees. Almakov took it and now he got flattened out. It's all a setup. You split the legs. Don't allow them to turn back towards you. Give them one out. That out is to their back. You end up in top. And now he's sitting on the legs in that three-quarter mount.
Under 2 minutes now to go as Umar Nurmagomedov tries to improve to 17-0. And how about the ground strike volume and success? Wow.
That's a lot of ground strikes.
For all the performances that we have seen from Umar to this point, this is one of the better ones because you saw him deal with adversity.
Yeah.
Right? Generally, he has been dominant over the course of these fights. He dealt with the adversity, stuck to his game plan, and he really has dominated this fight over a very game and tough Алмахан.
Well, it shows that whilst you can give it, you can also take it. Of course, he's got the striking, he's got the wrestling, he's got the record, he's undefeated, he's got the last name, but he's also got, you know, the ability to get rocked, stick with the game plan, and turn it all around and still get the victory. Granted, still 55 seconds left, but I do strongly feel like we're trending that way.
I can't imagine he would allow for Алмахан to get to his feet, and that seems like the place that Алмахан has a chance.
Oh, that's a big elbow. Nurmagomedov adding to his significant strike total there. No overstating how valuable this experience will be for Алмахан moving forward.
Yeah.
But Umar Nurmagomedov just way too much.
Well, Johnny told us in the fighter meeting, he said, win or lose, I'm ready to fight anyone because he believes that Nurmagomedov is the best fighter in the division.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, he said there's a reason he has been avoided by other ranked fighters. Umar Nurmagomedov at his suffocating best tonight. And in all likelihood, he will be moving on to 17-0. And with a major fight later this year. Official decision coming up next as we continue live from Vegas.